We are live, I think. Think we're live. Am I live? Yeah, it looks like I'm live. Okay, here we go. Move that out of the way. So we are late today. Expected to be on by noon, but that didn't work out. I was doing a bit of gardening, got caught up with that, and then I had a few other things that I needed to do. But we are looking at the kit gun here, and I neglected to open something up here. So let's just shut that aside to the side for a moment. That needs to be there. Okay, put this back there. I need my reference photos. All those pictures that I took yesterday. Took a lot of them. Huge amount of pictures. Okay. That's too big a picture. So here we are. Viz good. Now let's just update Discord here. And down here, general. That needs to be edit. That is a true link. And back up here in my own because I did that wrong. Let's see, where is... it's too late for music. Way too late, he's asleep. Okay. So we will continue working here, and on that portion there underneath we have... Huh. Okay. There's another block underneath there, so let's go to that view, create a cube. I smell oregano. I shouldn't be smelling oregano. Oh yeah, I should be. We put some oregano in the dryer, the drying herbs, dehydrator. That's the thing it's called. Put some in that the other day. Or yesterday. the other day. Duh. Let's go with 60 high just to start with, and thick. How thick should it be? It goes halfway down, so 55. 60 again. Yeah, 60's good. One centimeter over, so 59. No, we'll just move it down one. There. That looks good. Now, width of that. No, it's got to be bigger. Because I got to do undo whatever I just did there. Okay. And 14 millimeters. Let's see how it looks underneath there. I can go to a little bit wider, I think. Let's see. $16. That's better. And we are going to bevel that. But we are going to make it rounder and taller. And it's got to be rounder. Okay. Turn this. Okay. 16 by 16, and we go to back to bevel. And 6 segments. That looks a little bit better. That looks good. Huh. I don't exactly like that. We're going to try something a little bit different here. We're going to make a perfect cube. That's how it should be. Okay, that looks good there. So, we can cheat. Very easily we can cheat. You're going to take this. Let's go with 20, 20, and 20. Okay, so that gives us that. Let's see how big that is there. Okay, we can do that. Well, let's take this over to let's start that there. Apply 6 or 8. 8 gives a nice rounder finish to it. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm making a instead of just directly modifying this, because what I don't like is this stretched out look that it was getting. So I'm going to make a tool that I'm going to use to chop out the shapes that I want. So we're going to move this over to a different layer, put that over here, and we are going to put back in this place a new cube. And it's going to be 16, 16, and so it's 61, I think. And we'll move that back here. Oh. Minus 60. And 58, and that's got to be back at 0. There. Okay, that's where that goes. Now back over to this layer, I need to create a cube roughly there. That is 20 by 20, so I'll go 26. Nope, 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 wrong one. Take that cube. Put that at 0. And then we take that, move it up to okay. That is good there. Okay. So that we do. That's cube 9, cube 11. Let's rename this first. Now let's do this. Okay, so that's what we're calling that. And we need to take that from cube 9. Let's rename that one too. So we'll go there. Now we need to duplicate this. Okay, I don't know what I just did, but that works anyway. That I don't know what I did. Okay, so that piece there, this one now needs to be duplicated. Then take that one and move it. Take only one and move it. And this one, rotate it 180 degrees. And then take this one and rotate it also 180 degrees. And cut it again. Okay, so that gives us that. Now we're going to stretch this on the Z. No, we're going to narrow it down to 1 centimeter. Okay, so I need to, on 3, take that down to, no, that doesn't work. That's not what I want to do. I'll keep this at 0. And then I go to 20. Okay, take this one, move it to 0. That one. Nope. all this just to make cutting tools. So I want to take that and increase it to, let's first take that and move it out of the way. And back to this. Okay. So that is now 20. No, it's not. That is close enough there. Now let's reduce this to 10. That also to 10. Okay, that works there. Turn this one to, put that one to 9. Nope. Okay. Okay, so this is getting complicated, but it's working. Okay, so that is... I am working on the kit gun chamber CATCHtheMOON. Just there. That's what we're working on there today. We did the tomb finger. You can actually see it in the background there behind me, right there. Did the tomb finger, haymaker, and kill stream, and I'm now working on the next part. Is the CATCHtheMOON. These will all be the first one there. The one in the background behind me there. That is actually is already entered into the Warframe Tennocon art show. Whether or not they are going to use it, I don't know. But that is what we're doing so far. Right now, what I'm doing is making a couple of tools that I'm going to need to do the final shape, and it's a little bit of math here that I need to figure out as I'm doing all this. So this piece now, I can reduce it or set its scale at 1. So that is now 1, and I'm going to reduce it now to 0.1. And then I reapply that as its space scale. So that is now a 1 by 1 by 1 cube. Let's come back to where that was. So we want that now at 10. Perfect. That is working now. Okay. Let's change this back to 20. There. Now I need another cube. At, where am I? And it needs to be 26. Okay, change that to yeah, it was all 3D printed. Actually, you can see it on my YouTube channel. Let me just grab the link here. Just open up the link. It's 3D printed and painted with enamel. Let's see. And copy that. Yeah, it's all 3D printed, and this is the link to the full-length video that I've got on my YouTube channel. There is another link there that's the 1 minute long video for my art stream or art show entry. They limit it to a minute instead of the almost 4 that the other is at. Okay, where am I here? Okay, that's good there. This is now going to be my next piece to bevel. That is beveled cube. Okay. And I can now move that to 60. All right, now I can move this back out to the other layer. That is the tool that I'm going to use to properly bevel. Let's go to 70 of that piece. Is 16 wide. It will be uploaded to Cults and available for download after Tennocon. I don't want to mess around with any qualifications, potential qualifications. Oops. There. And narrow that a touch to there. Okay, that looks good. Take that and perfect. There we go. And we're going to take this tool. That is at where? 58. Yeah, it takes 66 hours to print that at 2.2 millimeter layer thickness. It's slow going, but it works. There, that's the end. Thank you. It was a lot of work doing that, but I loved every minute of it. Takes a lot of time and a lot of waiting. 66 hours for every piece to print, then just waiting for the cement to dry in between when I was piecing it all together, then waiting for it to dry after wet sanding and everything else. It's just a lot of work, and then waiting for the paint to dry. But I'm planning on doing all parts of all of the different kit gun parts. So all 4 chambers, all 4 grips, well, eventually all 8 grips, now that they've got the secondary grips in the game now, and all 16 loaders. It's going to be an awful lot of work, and all of it will be uploaded to online for download. Okay, that looks good there. And we take that. Carve that. There we go. And move that back to the other layer. That looks good there. You know, I can't remember the old Blender interface. I started off using this Blender about 7, 8 years ago when I was modding for Oblivion. Then I dropped it for a long time, and then I reloaded it when I started doing all this, when I got my 3D printer. But got it again, and it wasn't much of a change for me. I have yet to download the newest version of Blender. I'm afraid to start and try and learn a new version of it all over again. Okay, let's change that one. No, not steel one. What material was that? That's it there. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the same interface that I recall using. The newest version, well, there's a an add-on version that you can use. It's sort of radial commands. I didn't want to do that because I learned on this. Yeah, I don't know if the newest version actually has that as a functional part of it or not, or a permanent part of it, or is it an add-on? You can get that radial command function for this version just as a plugin. But I like this. I like the keyboard commands. I use them more often than anything else. At least the ones that I know. So I need to bring that other piece back in here. And I need to bevel this one. Actually, I'm just going to get the base pieces going. Stick that back. So on the screenshot that I'm working. Yeah, I love open source software for exactly that reason. You can modify it any way you want. I gotta put this handle on here now. Okay, I can do it all as one or two pieces. 3 pieces. I'm gonna do it as one piece. So I'm gonna put the handle down here. Switch this back to wireframe. Yeah, I tried a trial version of 3ds Max a long time ago, and I really just prefer Blender. It took a little bit, it was a bit of a learning curve on it, but I just like it. It's a very good program. It is, oops, I didn't need to do that. Delete that one, go back to this one. Okay. Let's go with 14 millimeters thick. And 80. Yeah, I found a lot of great tutorials online on YouTube for some really good Blender artists out there, and they're just amazing. I am nowhere near that kind of caliber. I would like to be, but I just don't have the time to put into it. This is a bit of a hobby for me, a short hobby that I do. I retired from my career of 26 years a couple years ago, and I took on a job just forklift driving in a fish plant, and then now I'm working in a warehouse situation, and I'm really loving it. It's great, given me some great time to do. What would I do there? 124 minus. No, 126. It gives me some great time to do things like this, projects that I've wanted to do for many years, but just never had the time to do. So it's given me it's a lot of time to spend with my family, spend with uh, just little projects that I like to do like this. And I'm rambling, so I'm trying to concentrate on two different things at once. Let's go with 100 wide. How far down does that go? Not that far. $50. That as a square up there. What games were you working on? And Burnout sucks. I was in a paramedical field for many years, and it was the demands on you is it burned me out. I couldn't do it any longer. So I understand the burnout idea. Okay, so that's 14 thick, 14 wide, up. Okay. Okay, that looks good there. And you use Blender for your work? I knew it was very popular, but that's actually amazing. Oh, 3D Max. Okay. Is that sort of the industry standard, using 3D Max, or is it just kind of a toss-up? I think that might be too wide. Just checking my screenshots again. It is too wide. It's got to be narrower. I've heard of Maya. I've not actually seen it. I haven't used it or even tried it. So if a couple guys use Blender, why don't you? If you prefer Blender, if it's an option, is it limited, or is it just easier to work with the other programs in the industry? Is everybody using a certain format that Blender just doesn't do? Okay. Duplicate that and then shrink it down. Hmm. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Never thought of that. Hmm. Okay. Let's make this one a little bit wider. And 3 mm there. Okay. Oops, that's not where I want that yet. Is it? Yeah, it is. That's good. So that's cube 11. I never get rid of my tools until I'm absolutely positive I won't need them. Although, I could just duplicate that and then move it back. How does... Okay, it is underneath that. Okay, so bring this down a touch. 18 wide. Go with 8 instead. Reduce that to 72. That's better. Nope. That looks better. Like that. Okay. That needs to be a bit narrower. Okay. see how that looks now. Pretty good. I'm not going for 100% accuracy. I am going for what aesthetically works. That needs to be pushed up. Yeah. And then take that. That doesn't work. Make this wider. There we go. Now let's see how that looks. That looks better. Okay. So do you play Warframe? If you do, my in-game name is the same as my stream name. I'm pretty much Magic Thighs all across all platforms. Okay, let's change that color now, just so I can mark it. Mark all the different pieces as major components. I think. I mark them like this just so that I can keep track of them all. I'm going to reshape all those at a later date. Change this one here. Different color. There. As I decide which part is going to be separate, I mark them as a different color for later. Okay, that's looking good. And I can only work on this for so long in a given stretch. But my brain starts going numb and I start trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. So, let's see. That is, looks like all the major components done. Oh, there's a tail that comes out the back of that. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Need to make a cube here. Where is... my cube? There it is. That cube. That looks better. Let's see how that looks. Yuck. Didn't consider that. Okay, that looks a little bit better. It's just a small little tail. That's close enough. All right. Okay. That piece will be there. And I think that is all I can do for today. My brain is starting to go mushy. I need to take a rest, take a break. Tonight I will be on. Hopefully my daughter will be joining us again for our nightly Warframe stream. She's a relatively new player. I've been playing for about 4 years. She's been playing for about 4 months. So she's been joining me for a late night stream. If you want to watch us, you're welcome to join us. Until then, take care.